Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of Believe Beauty. Now, Believe Beauty is an exclusive brand to Dollar General. So I was at the Dollar General the other day and I was like, you know what? I've never tried their eyeshadows. I've never tried their brow products. I've never tried their mascara. So I'm going to grab everything that I don't have because I did have a few things at home. Like I already had their foundation, primer, their setting powder, highlighters, things like that I already had. I just grabbed a few new things and I was like, I'm going to do a full face video for you guys. So if you like these types of videos, please make sure that you give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. But yeah, girl, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to start with is their Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. This primer is really nice. This primer is very hydrating, but it also makes your makeup last. So we love that. I have already tried this. This is not a new product to me. So I've used this quite a few times. Already tried their foundation. Now this is in the shade Warm Vanilla, but I did pick up one the other day. This is in shade Neutral Tan. But for today, I think I'm going to try this Neutral Tan shade just to see if this shade will work any better. Because Warm Vanilla works, but it's a bit too yellow for me. And then after I got this and got home, I was like, I probably should have grabbed another concealer, but that's okay. Yeah, I feel like this shade is a better match for me. Their shade range, I would not say is the greatest, but generally you can make it work. This foundation is very creamy, blends out so easily. It's also a natural finish. It's not matte and it's not dewy. It's just a natural finish. This is definitely a medium coverage foundation. It is not a full coverage foundation. But you know, for summertime, I really would prefer a more medium coverage because it's not as heavy feeling on the skin. So up next is going to be Your Covered Liquid Concealer. And I have this in the shade Light Beige. I hope it's not too light. And I'm just going to use a little bit, not a whole lot. So this concealer is definitely a light to medium coverage. It's not a full coverage concealer. And I have already tried this concealer. This is not a new product either. So for brows, I got the Believe Beauty Brow Defining Pencil in dark brown. And it has a spoilie on one end, which is nice. And then it has your pencil here. This looks like a sharpened pencil though, but we'll see. I normally don't use brow pencils to fill in my brows. I normally just use a brow powder, but they didn't have a brow powder, so. This is a really nice pencil though. It's like just gliding right on. It's not tugging whatsoever at my brow, which I enjoy. Usually you'll get a brow pencil and it's like way too either dry or waxy and it like wants to pull at your brow hairs, which I don't like. But so far I'm definitely liking this brow pencil. It's going on like really creamy and it's not tugging at my brows, so this is a nice brow pencil. I like it. So next up is going to be the Believe Beauty Matte Blur Loose Setting Powder in light medium. And I'm just going to lightly set my face, especially my under eyes. And then I just like to take a big like fluffy brush and just set the entire face. I don't use a whole lot of this because it is a matte powder, but it doesn't feel drying to your face. So next up is going to be the Sunstruck Marbleized Bronzer in Toasted Bronze. I haven't tried their bronzer yet, so this is the first time I've got to try their bronzer, but it looks beautiful. I love how it looks swirled. So I'm just going to warm up the face, and it does look like it has some shimmer to it. Contour out this jawline. It goes on very smooth. I'm going to go back over top of it with a fluffier brush. So my cheeks. It does look really pretty though. Next up, I'm going to use their matte and shimmer blush duo. And this is in the shade Second Chance. This is the first time I'm trying out their blushes too. So I'm just going to kind of do a little swirl and just swirl both of them together. There is some kickback with this for sure. Looks beautiful though. This color is so pretty too. Okay, so next up is going to be their Illuminating Glow Trio, and this is in the shade On Cloud 9. Of course, I've tried this. I've used this highlighter a ton. I like it a lot. And I'm just gonna kind of mix these two colors together. It gives you a really pretty glow though. I did not, however, find an eyeliner. I am going to be trying out this Essence 16-Hour Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil in Black Love. And this is just one that you sharpen. Oh, that's very black. That is very black. But this is very affordable as well. Okay, so up next is the eyeshadow palette. So this eyeshadow palette is called Sultry Sunset. I loved the name of it, and I thought it was a beautiful palette. So that's what we're going to be using today. And I think I'm going to start off with this very light shade right here, and I'm just going to put that all over my transition area. I'm so excited to be using this eyeshadow palette. I've never tried their eyeshadows before. Next, I'm going to go into the shade right here using the same brush, and I'm just going to add that in my crease and bring it up to my eyebrow. This shade right here is beautiful. It's blending out so nicely. Very pigmented. So I think I'm going to start with this shade right here, and I'm going to take this shade and put it on the inner part of my lid. I'm going to put it on with a flat brush. That's a beautiful shade. There is a little bit of fallout to it, but nothing terrible. So up next, I'm going to take this shade and put in the center of my lid. I'm going to use that same flat brush, just flip it over and put it in the center. Okay, and now I'm going to take this dark shade down here and put on my outer crease. And then I'm going to use this shade for my brow bone and the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to go in with that dark shade down here, this dark brown shade, and run underneath my lash line. I would say so far, the eyeshadow is okay, but it's not life-changing, okay? But for the price, it's a nice little eyeshadow palette. Then I'm going to take and add this color to the lower lash line as well. Now I'm going to use the Believe Beauty Eyebrow Gel in dark brown. I've never tried their eyebrow gel. Wow, okay, yeah, this has got some pigment to it. Okay. That's kind of nice. Up next, oh my god. What in the hell? And the thing cracked on me, like it's everywhere. So that's a bummer. Like I have this stuff everywhere. Okay, you guys, now that I'm back and all cleaned up and cleaned up the huge mess because it got everywhere. Wow, I can't believe that. Look, I still am getting it on me. Where is it coming from? Okay, I'm not done. I thought I was done. I'm not done. Next up, I'm going to use the Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Charmed. I have tried their liquid lip before. I really like it. Okay, so up next we have a mascara that I got, and this is going to be the High Drama Fiber Mascara in the shade Intense Black. It's supposed to have tiny fibers that coat your lashes to create a lush, full, dramatic look. Okay, I'm excited. Hopefully this mascara is good. This is what the wand looks like. Very nice. So that's one coat. It's not hard to get in on your lower lashes with this brush either. So that's nice. And I'm going to do a second coat. So that's the second coat. Hello. I think it's doing pretty good actually. Last but not least is going to be the setting spray. Now they did have a matte setting spray, but I didn't get that one. I just got the regular one. So we're gonna, oh. Seems like a light mist. It has a slight scent to it, but nothing overpowering. Now I'm going to run over everything and just tell you like my final thoughts if I would repurchase this or not. So their hydrating primer I really enjoy and I would repurchase this. It is very nice and hydrating. Their foundations I most definitely would repurchase. I love these for summertime because they are in medium coverage. They're nothing heavy on your skin in any way, so I really do like their foundations. Their concealer I would not repurchase. It's not enough coverage for me. I mean, it's barely any coverage at all, so I'm not a big fan of the concealer. Their eyebrow pencil is a very nice eyebrow pencil. I wouldn't repurchase just because I don't use eyebrow pencils, but if you're looking for an eyebrow pencil that doesn't feel waxy, this is a nice one. I did enjoy it. Their eyebrow gel, I will repurchase this because of course mine is busted, girl. We had like a whole issue for like 5 minutes in here. I have the stuff everywhere and it's still coming out the tube. But anyways, I am going to repurchase this because I did like it. It just sucks that mine's busted. So the highlighter in shade On Cloud 9, I would definitely repurchase. I really do enjoy this highlighter. You can apply just a little bit for subtle, or you can build it up for something more beaming if you like your highlighter to be a little more intense. So the blush in shade Second Chance, I would definitely repurchase. If you don't like shimmery blush, you're not going to like this one. It does have a little bit of kick up in the pan, but that doesn't really bother me. Their bronzer in shade Toasted Bronze, I would definitely repurchase. I love the shade of this. Again, it does have some kick up, but that doesn't bother me. So their setting powder, it's okay, but I don't think that I would repurchase this. It's nothing, you know, fabulous or anything like that. I have other drugstore ones that I like better. So their Velvet Matte Liquid Lipsticks I do love, and I do want to get this in other shades. It's very comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel too drying. Their mascara, yes, I love this mascara. The mascara is awesome. So their eyeshadow palette in Sultry Sunset. Not really too impressed with this eyeshadow palette, I have to say. It's okay. The look came out fine, but it's not the greatest. I definitely like other drugstore eyeshadow palettes a lot better than this one. And the setting spray, it's okay. I don't think I would repurchase. The smell is a little, just because it's got like a kind of like a perfumey smell to it, but I don't think that I would repurchase this either. Okay, you guys, so that's everything that I have from Believe Beauty. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.